Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another video, and today we are going to talk about the job market in Malta. So this is a topic that I know that many people are interested in, especially if you are looking to relocate to Malta soon or are just thinking about it. By the way, if you are actually thinking about it, definitely I also encourage you to download the free relocation essential guide that I made, and I will be posting just in the description of this video. So just go for it, it's totally free, and download it. So let's go with the video, and in this video we are going to be teaching topics such as, for example, the unemployment rate in Malta, the most demanded skills in Malta as well, also the top industries where you could potentially find a job, and also the average salary and the benefits. And at the end, we will also be doing a big overview about the holidays allowance that you have when you work in Malta. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started with the unemployment rate. Malta have one of the lowest unemployment rates in the whole European Union, and indeed the unemployment rate is 3.1%, which is again very low. And it is actually the fourth lowest unemployment rate in the whole European Union, as I said before. Okay, so this statistic is actually very encouraging already for you to come to Malta and probably find a job. But probably what I'm about to tell you next is even more encouraging, and is the fact that Malta has a lot of demanded skills because there is some kind of lack of them. And the most demanded skill has to do with the language skills. So if you speak any other language rather than English, you will probably have a lot of possibilities to find a job here. And the language skills that are more demanded right now, I would say, are North European languages, such as, for example, German or Sweden. But also, if you speak anything like Portuguese, Spanish, or even some Asiatic languages, so for example, Japanese or Korean, then your language skills are highly demanded as well here in Malta. Now, other demanded skills besides the language skills are the customer service, IT, marketing, fraud and AML, and trading. Okay, so if you have any of those skills, definitely you are gonna do well. You are gonna do well in coming here to Malta and finding a job. Okay, so now let's move on into the top industries that you could potentially find a job here in Malta. And for the whole country, the top industries are, of course, the most obvious tourism, because Malta is a Mediterranean island, and definitely the tourism has a lot to do with everything that is happening in Malta. A lot of things are going around this industry. But perhaps the industry in which you will find the best paid job is the iGaming industry. So the iGaming industry is basically the gambling industry, and you are going to find out that most of the big players in the iGaming industry are actually based in Malta. In Malta, they base the headquarters in Malta, but they operate from here to usually the rest of the world. So this is why the language skills are highly required as well here in Malta. And for those companies, Malta is like a sort of tax haven. Malta have been really specializing on this in the past years. Okay, so now let's move on a little bit on the salary, on the average salary. But before, let's talk about the national minimum wage. And the national minimum wage in Malta is only 792 euros per month, which is around 9,500 euros per year. Okay, this is very low, as you could see, but you don't have to worry, because the national minimum wage doesn't mean that it is the average salary in all the industries that we have here in Malta. And indeed, the average salary in the iGaming industry is much higher. I would say the higher in the among the whole all the industries that you could find here in Malta. And just to give you an idea how it is, if you are looking for only an entry-level job into the iGaming industry, you can expect to get paid anywhere from 22k onwards. So that is actually much more than the national minimum wage, much more than the double, which is actually quite good news. And if you actually have more experience than that and are looking for a position like a head of department, let's say head of finance, head of marketing, or head of fraud, or whatever it is, you will expect to get paid 60k plus. Okay, and of course, if you are already at C level, which is the highest paid guys here, so you will probably get anywhere from 100k to 300k. Okay, so now that we went into the salaries, let's talk about a little bit about the benefits that you could expect those gaming companies can offer you. And the benefits I'm going to mention here are the most common benefits. It doesn't really mean that all companies offer, because this means this is really varied from company to company, but mostly they are usually offering those benefits. And the benefits are the private health insurance, and although Malta have a public health system, most companies in the iGaming also offer the possibility of having a private health insurance. Also, the well-being allowance is very common. If you, for example, want to go to the gym or want to do some yoga classes, they are usually financed by the company. Also, they usually organize many social events, such as, for example, lunch or parties. Also, a very common benefit are the bonus, and those are some kind of extra money that you can adapt to the yearly salary, which is quite good. Another big benefit that is one of my favorites is the professional development allowance, which is basically something that you can use. For example, if you want to develop a specific skills and you want to actually make a course for that. So usually when you have this benefit, the company pay you part of the whole course. It really depends on the price, of course. And those are a little bit the benefits that you could spend if you work here in Malta. Now, other companies also offer some extra benefit beside those, and those are only a few companies, but I see more and more companies offer those extra benefits, and those extra benefits are usually offering flexible working hours, which means that you can really start working at any time you want. As long as you do an 8 hours work week, you can really start at any time you want, and this really allows for a more balanced work life. Okay, so another benefit is the possibility of hybrid or working from home. Okay, so that is something that again more and more companies have been offering, and basically you can when they adopt the hybrid approach, you can work from home some days of the week and the rest of the day you work from the office. But other companies really adopt the remote working overall. So it really depends on the company. And some other benefit that is related to that is the remote working from abroad. Okay, so again, not all the companies offer this, but usually when they offer it, it's usually up to 3 months. But it really varies from company to company. Some company will offer you all the 3 months, other companies only will offer you 1 month. It really varies from it. But I just want you to know that you can also have this possibility here in Malta, and every time it's more and more common. That was a lot of benefits, and I hope that you have a big overview. But before finishing the video, I also want to talk about the holidays, and this is something that is going to be very interesting, especially if in your home country you don't have that much holidays at once. Okay, so Malta is a country in the European Union, and as such it has a lot of holidays. Talking about holidays, let's start with the public holidays, and the public holidays that we have here are 14 days of public holidays, and if I'm not bad, this is more than any other country in the European Union, which is quite cool. But on top of that, you also have, wait for it, 24 days per year at least. So this is again something very cool, and you know that you are gonna have those 24 days plus the 14 days. Okay, so but you also find that not every year have the same quantity of holidays allowance or annual leave allowance. And this is because whenever one of those public holidays fell into weekend, they just add on the total holiday that you will have per year. So for example, this year in 2022, we have a total of 28 days of holidays, because four of the days of the public holidays fell into the weekend. So that's why we will be having 28 days this year. And this year, however, we will have 26 days, and it is because only 2 days fall into the weekends, 2 days from the public holidays. Okay, so just to give you an overview of how this works and why the quantity of holidays and one might differ from one year to another. This is a little bit of this video. I really hope that you really enjoy and have given you a lot of information on what could you expect when you come here to Malta and work. Okay, so if you really like this video, please give me that thumbs up, and also subscribe this channel. It will also help me to do more videos like that. And of course, don't forget to download the free relocation essential guide right down below that I'm going to put right here. Again, thank you so much and see you in the next one. Oh, and stay tuned for the part 2 of this video, which I'm going to be posting next week, guys. Okay, stay tuned. See you.